Okay, let's talk about GED math. And what I'm going to do in this video is give you some must-know tips, but really I'm going to give you some great information that will help you study and prepare for the GED math section. So that is going to be the goal of this video. I'm going to keep it short, but before we get into it, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of Tablet Class Math. I'm also a middle and high school math teacher. And over many, many years, we've constructed several online courses to actually include a GED Math test prep course. You can find a link to that in the description of this video, but there's going to be some other things. I'm going to link some other important pieces of information here in a second. I'll explain what they are. Also, if you're interested, I do offer notes. You'll see those in the description and beneath this video. I would say pre-algebra is a good fit for GED math, but don't do anything until you finish this little video. And then lastly, my full math help program, you can find the link to that in the description of this video. All right, let's get into it. So GED math. Well, GED math, obviously you're going for your high school equivalency. So the math section is going to be high school level math. It used to be back in the good old days. The GED is a very old test, but I'm talking like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. GED math was maybe not as, I would say difficult, but it certainly wasn't geared towards, say, college prep level mathematics, right? And that's kind of a phrase I kind of stumbled, by saying. But basically what I'm trying to say is that there is indeed a good amount of high school level math on a GED. So that would be algebra and geometry. And you're going to have to study these topics in depth to really be fully prepared for the GED math section. So if you're kind of like, well, I don't like math, I don't like this, well, then all you're really doing is kind of gambling, hoping, that you're going to pass, get lucky that you might just, squeak by. And that's not a good strategy because the failure rate for the GED math section is pretty high. Again, this is the number one area that stops people from getting their GED. Okay, so in my experience, and I've worked with several people, several thousands of people, let's say through the years, on helping people get their GED. The main thing that I have found, okay, is the first thing that you have to do, all right, is change your mindset. All right, mindset. You got to get some confidence going here, okay? So I put a little like frown here. That may not be you, but it can be intimidating, right? If you haven't taken algebra and geometry, it's a lot of information. You're like, it can be overwhelming. And no doubt for anybody, it would be, like, oh man, can I do this? You're going to, there's probably some self-doubt, anxiety creeping in and whatnot. Completely understandable. So what you have to do is you have to get some initial jolt of momentum going, some confidence, so you can be like, okay, I can do this, I can do this, and now you can see a vision of yourself growing your math skills, okay, to the point that you can confidently go in and take the GED. Okay, so this is the right way to do things. All right, if you stay kind of stuck, just in the state of fear, or maybe a little bit of studying here, a little bit of studying there, and then just not feeling good about it and like, oh, I'm dreading taking this thing. That's not a good approach. Now you might get lucky, you might pass, but the better approach is a direct approach. All right, so let me get to this tip. So if you want to change your mindset, like immediately, okay, start learning. And if you like my teaching style, I pride myself on really trying to teach math in a clear and understandable way. I'm going to give you a great website that I developed years ago, and it's been online for several years. It's helped a lot of people, and that is gedmathlessons.com. All right, I abbreviated it. You're going to see the link to that in the description of this video, gedmathlessons.com. If you go there, you can see it's a basic GED math course, but it's a very good fundamental starter course for GED math. Okay, and you can just go there right now and start learning. Okay, now with that course, I offer a workbook. Okay, a workbook. So if you want that workbook with some notes and some additional other information, you can do that. Now, if you really, really want to kind of jump in and kind of dive in at a more higher level, if you will, more complete level, studying mathematics to be fully prepared for the GED math lessons, then you want to check out my GED Math Prep Accelerator course. Again, you'll find that on this site and in the link. It'll be in the description of this video as well. But this site here, GED Math Lessons, is a free site. Okay, so it's easy. You could just go there and start. I think the first video I started teaching you about fractions. Okay, and you can just start learning and start building your confidence. So don't think like what you want to do now is it's more important that you change your mindset by being able to understand one little lesson at a time, okay? And that way you'll build up your confidence and then you'll be excited about learning more, okay? If you just don't really know what you're doing and you try to do something that's very difficult and challenging, chances are you're not going to be able to understand it. You're going to get it wrong and it's going to just, give you that little, sad face. It's going to enhance your anxiety. I would say for most everybody out there, start from the beginning, start building your confidence up. All right. And if you do it that way, you will pass the GED. You will pass the GED, but you got to make that determination. Now, obviously, I'm assuming that you're going to be bringing your commitment, your focus, your dedication, all those things I can't help you with, right? A YouTube video, a little video is not going to help you with that. You have to have that and the heart, right? The will, the drive. So you got to, remind yourself of the reasons that you want your GED. Why do you need your GED? Maybe it's been a lifelong goal. Maybe you need it for a job opportunity. Maybe you have to get it for your employment situation. There's I've seen so many stories from people that were 7 years old that are getting their GED to people who just found out last week that they have to get their GED in a few days to keep their job. It's crazy. The thing about it is this: if you're thinking about the GED and you don't yet have it, just get it done. Get it done, all right? And the way to get it done, start building confidence, get yourself in the right mindset, and a good, easy way, free way to do that is to start with my GED Math Lessons website. Okay, so gedmathlessons.com. And then, of course, you'll have some optional study material if you want to get that. And if you really, really want to learn, kind of take a look at my full GED Math course, then you'll see the link there, GED Math Prep Accelerated course. Does have more additional topics, but this has been a great course through the years. Okay, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best on GED. I'm a huge proponent to connecting with those of you out there that are thinking about your GED or struggling getting your GED. And this goes for the high setter task. Anybody out there that's struggling with math but has to do this, I'm glad that you came across this video because, I have a strong track record in not only teaching math, but I think getting you set in the right way to look at it, okay? And that just comes from long years of experience. All right, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best on the GED. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.